Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Lotusthesage. I'm Lotus. Today we're going to do a pick a deck. And the reading is going to be about what you need to hear or what you need to know right now. So our first deck we have is the Fountain Tarot. The second deck we have is the Wild Unknown. And we have the Linestrider's Tarot. We have your oracle we have your oracle cards already shuffled and meditated on and selected for you. That will give us the overall energy of what you need to know. And then we'll go into the tarot to find out more specifics, and then I'll clarify with the after tarot deck to get a little bit farther into the possible future. Okay, my beautiful collective, I will see you at your piles. Ciao. Welcome my pile one who picked the Mountain Tarot. Energetically, I was just getting an interesting feeling in my stomach or lower abdominals. There could be digestive issues, bloating, gas, constipation. Sorry to start off this way, but they're asking for more water, less acidity, proper rest, herbal teas, greens, garlic, turmeric, ginger. That has never happened before, so take that if that resonates. Okay, my beautiful collective, what do you need to know? Let's see what your cards. We're going to spread out your oracle cards first and get to your tarot after. All right, first card we have is Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. I'm going to lay out all the cards first. And then get an idea of what Spirit wants you to know, or what your higher self wants you to know. Courage, the Dragon. And Spring Equinox, Rebirth. As straightforward as the guidance cards are referencing, to claim your independence, allow yourself to solidify your own autonomy, to walk to the beat of your own drum, to be as expressive and eccentric as you want to be, to not fit into the mold and not allow yourself to be defined by anybody else's terms other than your own. Move beyond the ancestral patternings of what has been preconceived about who, what, how you should be, what you should be interested in, how you should generate things, how you should live your life. Release yourself from the ancestral patterns that have been keeping you blind to your own self, to your own sovereignty within this independence that your spirit is wanting to emerge. That spirit is asking you to step into, I should say. To find the courage, that dragon spirit, to find the courage to step out of these patterns, to step into your independence, for this rebirth to happen for you, for this new energy, this new growth, new inspiration, new insight, new wisdom, transformation of the self, the soul, the heart. There is a wisdom you have gained through the experiences that have brought you to this point in your life now, which you did need to create a type of, like we said, the character, to build your own character. But now You need to release these patterns that will not allow you to transmute what no longer is needed for you to continue on your path. Okay. Let's see what your astro card is. 12th house, introspection. And that introspection is what you are doing, which is what you've discovered, or what you're discovering about what things or patterns or ideas about yourself, self-limiting beliefs have kept you in a place that you no longer resonate with as deeply. And so you're looking into yourself to realign with yourself now, to claim your independence, which is that realignment with who you are and where you would like to travel to dive deep into the psyche of your innate knowing of your own personal blueprint, to remind yourself of the co-creative energy that has always been within you. Trusting your intuition, trusting your journey, trusting this change, trust in the knowledge gained. Then we have a prompt card that says, my potential. And that's exactly what the claim your independence is, what your ancestors are now saying. You've done that work, now you can move beyond these patterns now. Remind yourself of the courage that you have, that is there and available to you, and we are supporting you through this transition, through this rebirth, through this introspection of the realignment of yourself to reach your full potential as you claim that independence. Use that intuition like we said. Yep, the potential to develop this intuition even further, especially with that 12th house, that activation of the trust in source and the ability to decipher the messages that you are receiving and take action upon the information gained. And then Friday, freedom reigns. This card has been coming up a lot. It feels like, I'm telling you, it feels like this week is going to be a pretty big week. Or I would say the next couple weeks. I'd say the second week of January, or excuse me, the second week, wow. If you're watching this when I post this, I would say the second week in January, continuing on, is going to be about this whole rebirth process for you. About this introspection, about the breaking of the patterns of developing or reminding yourself of the courage that is already in you, to claim the independence, to reach the potential of who you are, and trusting in this intuition. There will be some release and a freedom from this realization, from the claiming of who you are and what you want to become, who and where you want to go, who you want to become and where you want to go. Beautiful. All right, let's get into your tarot. So we're going to take 4 cards, since that seems to be the theme right now. There's one on the floor. I'll get it in a second. I was asking if it should be in reverse or not. Sorry, that was the hesitation. There we go. Bottom of the deck energy is 5 of Cups in reverse. Letting go of the sadness, letting go of what has been holding you back. Letting go of the poor me of thinking that The doom and gloom is the word I heard. Letting go of the doom and gloom. Okay, so we have Temperance in reverse. The Chariot. Queen of Cups. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. So what I'm getting here is a confirmation of what we've already discussed. So what needs to happen is about this claiming the independence, right? Which is the tempering, is bringing back this into balance, bringing back your self-worth, your recognition of self, your life back into balance, of seeing yourself in a balanced way, not a distorted version of who you are. Truly looking and seeing yourself and seeing what needs to be done. And that speed and clarity and knowing and spirit behind you is allowing you to go towards that nurturing, fulfilling, satisfying, replenished, beautiful energy of your intuitive capabilities coming to your aid and to the aid of others, that produces a sense of calm in yourself, which allows you to reclaim this independence, or this feeling that had been lacking in you, so to speak. It comes back. You learn how to refill your cup. This is the key to this independence, and this is the key to this filling. Both are intertwined. Once you find that independence and truly believe it and trust, this fulfillment in the self is no longer outside of yourself to be attained. Again, underneath that intuition and that courage, the movement from, your elders supporting you for you to reach your potential. In that chariot, spirit is guiding those horses, claiming that independence, being introspective to find that balance within the self. Knight of Swords in reverse, you're no longer moving into it hastily, but you are now approaching it with clear, concise thoughts, actions, intuitive knowing, and wisdom and experience. Now that you come to this rebirth, this freedom, in a sense of complete trust. Beautiful. So know this about yourself. That is who you are, and that's what you need to know right now, is to reclaim that independence. Gonna get some clarifiers. Not that I think I need it, but I just want to. This will be a couple of messages. We'll get 4 to clarify, 1 for each. This is the After Tarot. No reversals for this one. We have the Fool first out. Over Temperance. Knight of Pentacles. Over the Chariot. Justice. Over the Queen of Cups. And the 5 of Pentacles over the Knight of Swords. So what I'm getting here is ready for this new beginning, like we already discussed. Ready for this new beginning with this Fool. Already ready to take that leap. Like you're there to do it. You want to bring this all into balance. You want to reclaim yourself in a sense. Ready for this new start, this practical, tangible new beginning, to set yourself out to reach your full potential, knowing you are guided and supported. Finding the justice within yourself to rebalance again, coming back to that temperance, that balance, that introspection, the intuition with the practical knowledge that you've gained. Rebirthing yourself to find the freedom and release and walk away from the feelings and thoughts of lack, period, of leaving behind. If you see these 2 people in the background here, And this lady's like, F this noise. Like, you guys can sit here and freeze. I'm going to find something else. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to do something else because this is not going to be my fate. I'm in control. Queen of Wands. I am in control. You know, that's underneath your deck. So that's what you need to know, my beautiful pile one. Reclaim your independence. That is the focus. To close off your messages, my lovely, an angel card. 2 came out. We have power and presence. That's right. Power and presence. That is what is needed right now. Remember your power. Stand in your presence. Be present. Oh, I love that, my beautiful pile one. I hope that was helpful and gave you some insight and some understanding on what you needed to hear or know and what higher self wants you to be aware of. Sending you so much love. You keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao. I'm feeling an ease in the breath, an ease in the chest, a relieving of tension, a lightness in your step, lighter foods. I don't know why I'm getting an air fryer. I'm getting seaweed, lemongrass, seagrass, a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing. Getting Japanese inspired cuisine. I'm hearing give yourself a timeout from sodas. Pops. I think they're referencing not necessarily carbonated waters. It's like the sodas. That's all that's what I can say. I don't know if that makes a difference or makes sense, but no pops. For a while, anyways, they said. Okay, this is a new thing that's happening for each group today, so I'm just going to honor it. All right, let's get into your cards. We'll look at your tarot after. So, you have Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. So what Spirit wants you to know, or your higher self, we're going to lay them all out first, and then we'll see the message in its entirety. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Well, there obviously already seems to be a theme with your pile too. Then we have the Healer Dragon. And then we have Music, Harmony. What I'm getting most prominently is the Mouse Spirit talking about tending to the small things, which seems to be the main theme that's happening for what Spirit or your higher self would like for you to know or to be more mindful of, or to put your focus on, quite literally. So tending to the small things is making me think of the details within the self more specifically. Excuse me. I'm hearing tend to the details that are within the self so you're able to heal yourself and come back into harmony with yourself. The make plans and focus is on those small details of what needs to be healed within the soul and within your mind, within your heart. I'm also feeling a need to, when it comes to make plans and focus, the part of this plan specifically, or part of this planning, is about finding, let's say, the right notes of people to create the right harmonies for the song and the type of healing you need or want to create in yourself. Tend to the small details of your life. That is your everyday mundane tasks. They have been neglected for a little bit, and it is time to come back and to ground and center. You have the ability to heal yourself and others. Once you attend to the small details of yourself and mend the parts of you, they're giving me the phrase that feels broken, you are better able and better equipped to heal other and others. Right now it's about acquiring the skills, the tools, the armor, the resources to be able to heal oneself. Therefore, and in turn, be able to heal your surroundings. Okay, then we have the first house, arrival. And that's the expression of the self, of, like I said, tending to the small things within the self, of nurturing the self, of acquiring the tools that you need to heal yourself in order to heal others. Through the healing work that you're doing on your own. That's beautiful. And I also think it's asking you to give more focus or bring more focus back to yourself. Then we have my self-reflection focus. Which is, again, talking about the first house, about the small details, about the self. Again, making the plans and focusing on the self. That is what Spirit wants you to know. It's about you now. Healing you, making music with you, protecting you. Yeah, protecting you. And that's, again, how it's in the work that you do to heal yourself that will allow you, like we said, the protection to be able to heal others, because you will be better armed. Exactly what I said. Lovely. And then grace, gratitude, unconditional love, number 66. Trust in divine timing, desires and wishes. And that, coming out underneath music and harmony, that grace, gratitude, unconditional love, desires and wishes coming into harmony, the healer, protecting yourself, finding that protection within the self also. It's this self-reflective focus to make the plans to focus on the self, to come to the arrival of yourself in yourself, tending to the small details of who you are and what you'd like to become. Beautiful. Let's get into your tarot. We're going to take 4 cards. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the 10 of Cups. And we have the Emperor underneath in reverse. So, Spirit, your higher self is asking you to tend to the small things within yourself and keep fighting. That 7 of Wands, that valor, that victory, that persistence and determination to get to the goal, to accomplish the task, which inevitably usually ends up going towards movement, which is that 8 of Wands. But again, the movement is within the self, so which might feel like stagnation. But there is movement happening, and there's not action to take quite literally on an external sense. It's about making the plans and staying focused on the self-reflective focus, not moving yet. That 8 of Wands is talking about action, communication, and swiftness. And this is talking about holding back right now to make the plans and stay focused on yourself. the healer, again, the healer of the ages, healing the mind, body, spirit, healing a collective, healing yourself, being able to protect yourself from taking on too much energy. Also, if you are that healer too, knowing how to, like I said, be better armed so that you know how to allow these boundaries to be upheld while you're doing some spiritual work, that you're not taking in too much of somebody else's energy and not releasing it in a full, clear way, if that makes sense. That Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse is that you're still learning that, right? You're still in that process. The cycle is not quite complete when it comes to this healing and this protection within the self, for you to feel more confident within your abilities and in your footing moving forward. Then you have music, harmony, grace, gratitude, unconditional love, and the Ten of Cups, which is that satiety, which is that satisfaction at the end of difficulties or after the process. You know, it's, you've been through the work and now you're about to receive the rewards, desires and wishes. Trust in the divine timing of how things work. Continue on this path and stay self-reflective. Tend to the details of your life, the small details of your life that's also within you. Not just externally, meaning just, you know, clean up your house. Okay, we're going to go into the After Tarot. We're going to use no reversals for this one. Just to clarify this bottom row of tarot cards. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups over the Seven of Wands. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Swords over the Eight of Wands. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles, damn, over the Wheel of Fortune. Holy new beginnings all over the place, my friend. New starts. Ooh, and look at that, Nine of Cups. Look at that when we talk about dreams, wishes being granted. You know, that satiety, having enough, divine timing. Okay, so coming over here, excuse me, bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So, Seven of Wands, tending to the small things, the arrival of yourself, fighting for what you want, ready for this emotional new beginning that's going to be balanced now, even and equal within myself. Making the plans to stay focused on myself, not being too hasty, waiting and ready for the clarity to emerge within myself. Healing myself and others, finding the protection within myself, being grounded in my practices and my daily activities, continuing my process of finishing this cycle of this healing to, again, to have this tangible new beginning that's leading you into this harmony, this grace and gratitude, this divine timing, desires and wishes, the satiety of the Ten of Cups, that satisfaction, the Nine of Cups of the wish being granted. You know, so waiting for yourself technically to step into this Emperor power reversed, to bring in that justice proper. You know, there is this beautiful progression of yourself, quite literally, that is leading you to exactly where you want to go. But right now, for you, the focus needs to be specifically and solely on you, for you to be able to allow this trajectory of newness. Like 3 aces in a row, it's bonkers. Ace of Cups, the heart, the mind, and the practicality. It's once it's merged, it ends up creating this wish fulfillment and the satiety that you desire. Oh yeah, pal two. Well, that's a fucking progression. That's you know, worth the work. Okay, and ooh, we got 3 for you. Oops. We have light, synthesis, and support. Beautiful. Light. Synthesis. And support. Yep, You are bringing in this light energies to synthesize this healing process to be able to support yourself and others. That is exactly the progression in which you are working on currently. The focus is on you, to synthesize the self. Lovely. My beautiful pile 2. I hope that was helpful and gave you some insight in what you needed to hear, what Spirit wanted you to be more mindful of. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, you keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. This is Lotus. Ciao. I'm seeing you guys needing a little bit more sleep and rest. I'm feeling that you guys are waking up really early or not sleeping very well. I'm getting a little bit of fogginess in the mornings. The lack of clarity or the fogginess has to do more specifically with your sleep. Try not to overdo it when it comes to caffeinated things or things or substances to keep you alert. So you don't overdo or overuse them because you're not actually getting the right amount of what you actually need, which is sleep or rest more specifically. I don't know what this means, but they're saying keep your sheets tight. I think they're talking about your bed sheets tight, like so that there's not extra fabrics that are interfering with the way you sleep or how you roll. I have no idea what that means. If that's it, let that resonate. They want you to find some more quiet time, to shut down the devices, to be still and in quiet or in nature or natural sounds is what I'm getting. Natural sounds. They want you to hear the hum of your surroundings. It will begin to illuminate the blind spots or the blockages that sometimes or feel like they evade your understanding. They said stand tall, walk proud. Words, they stop acting small is what they said. Very specific choice of words. They're showing me a spiral that you're trying to get out of, this sort of spiral either of thinking, it feels like thoughts, or of your environment. I'm hearing step out from behind your own shadow and perceive your life from a different perspective. Please allow yourself to see the beauty that is within you, that is always shining out of you, that you seem not to be able to recognize more often than not. Stop punishing yourself. Ooh, okay, my pile 3. These are new things that are happening for the collective. Okay, let's get into your oracles and then we'll get into your tarot. Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. Shaman, trust in higher forces. The Transformation Dragon. And Whale, breach. There is a momentum within this transformation that is occurring in your life right now, and Spirit just wants you to trust that you are breaking through whatever has been, like I said, in your blind spot. This transformation has already begun, so just trust. Continue to go with the flow. Keep moving forward. Breach past your own personal barriers. Galloping into your own story. That feels nice. Okay. So Spirit wants you to know that as life continues to speed up, as these things are coming into your life at a pace that you may not necessarily feel that you can control, that is part of the point, to let go of the control and allow the higher forces to take the lead. To allow this transformation with the most amount of ease so that when you do breach this part of, or this shelling or this encapsulation of who you were, it is just evident and sharp almost. It's exactly like this whale just diving literally out of the water into the self, into this transformation, and stepping into your own divinity. Galloping into your own story. Then we have Mercury, messages. Yeah, communication. Yep, communication, the written word, wisdom. Analyzing, delivering. So like again, it's speed, right? A message, an influx of information, speed, wisdom, gained, trust in what's happening and what's coming into your life and the messages that you are receiving when it comes to this process of your transformation that is happening right now. Spirit wants you to just trust. That is what you need to know. Trust in what is happening for you at the moment. Transformations are not always easy, and they're definitely not always smooth. And neither are births. This new birth that is happening right now is not going to just pop out of you, so to speak. You're going to be pushing for a while, in other words. What must be released? It's you not trusting. That's what must be released. You not trusting the messages that you're receiving. You over-analyzing them. You being overly critical, almost too pragmatic about some things. It's right now you need to trust in the intuitive nudges without judging what is coming in. Process, let it digest, and you will emerge with what is needed. So release your doubt. Yep, trust. What did we just say? Trust. Trust in the higher forces. What must be released? The doubt. Trust in this transformation that is happening. Trust. And then, holy cow. Your higher self ain't playing today. Release and find. Look at this. Messages. What must be released? Trust. Release and find. Like, trust in the higher forces. Transformation. Release. Finding, breaching, like it's all the same. It's allow this transformation to happen as your life is continuing to build and speed up in whatever essence. Trust the information. Release the doubt. Trust in the transformation. Release the doubt that you won't get to this breaching, you know, of a sort. In a sort, excuse me. Lovely. Let's see what your tarot has to add. Eight of Cups. Five of Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse. Oops, too many. And the Magician. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. In reverse. So your Eight of Cups. Underneath, Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up, Mercury, messages, Eight of Cups. It's walking away from the doubt. It's walking away from the old version of yourself, of allowing this transformation to happen, of walking towards and listening to the guiding promptings of your spirit and the information being received. The Five of Wands underneath, trust in the forces, what must be released. It's the combativeness of that, of trying to force a particular outcome, a particular way things should play out. It's release the combativeness within yourself and within your resistance to releasing. That's what it is. Release the resistance to release. And then the Queen of Wands in reverse underneath, transformation and trust. The Queen of Wands knows who she is. Sexy, intuitive, in command, knows how to take action, knows when to be, knows how to use her fiery energy. And in the reverse, you're not trusting that this transformation will happen in a sense, in a way. Like you're doubting that you're going to get here. And so therefore, trying to manipulate and trying to manipulate the outcome, which is a type of control. You're trying to control this, and Spirit, your higher self, is asking you, please trust me. I will not lead you astray, but stop holding on so tightly. I can't play within this realm when you're squeezing too tightly. We both need space to create. Both need space to create. So let me do my job while you work on this incubation period as we help you transform, as we set the things up on the external to level up to where you will be when you come out breaching from this. When you release, you will find that you have all the tools, which is the magician, to create the life and desires that you want. Knowing that you are the full alchemist of your life, that you are fully in control of how things happen. Once you actually surrender, you actually find that you have more control once it is surrendered. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but our limited scope of how we think things should play out, or not being fully privy to all sides of a story, which is important. The universe, spirit, however you want to view this, sees all sides in a sense, because they are all connected to that one source. We can only right now view from a particular fractal version of that. And Spirit is telling you, I can see the bigger picture fully, more clearly right now than you can. So can you trust me? Can you trust that I will lead you to where you need to? Can you release this fear or doubt and trust that you are this alchemist to be able to flip this wheel around to lead you into that star, into that healing? Spirit is giving you a lecture, lovely. Okay, my beautiful, let's go into your after tarot to get a little bit more clarification and see where this energy will progress once you accept what is happening fully. Eight of Cups. We're not taking any reversals. So we have the Magician again, good, and the Three of Cups, perfect. See, in the after tarot now, knowing what you are capable of to be able to bring in this celebration, this reunion with the self, or with whatever it is, creating the life that you desire. As above, doing below, as within, so without. That comes with the, wow. You do it, you do it. The Hermit and the High Priestess. Look at that spiritual self-reflective, and then knowing, and then trusting. Ah, you do it, you get there. You get there, you trust, you release it. You release the combativeness and you go within and you do it. You get there. Oh, that's, boom. So don't even doubt. Just trust in the planning, the Seven of Pentacles. In that planning that the universe has, in releasing that doubt, releasing that confusion, and just trusting. I'm no longer feel like I'm not being helped or protected, or that it's out of my control in a sense, when, like I said, once I release the control of this, all of it sort of just comes into place. It sort of just fits in. Transition no longer becomes a fight. So I was going to say, it becomes this victory in this Five of Swords. You know, it's sort of just like, again, walking away from the mistrust. Let's pretend that those people, the people in the background, are what you're walking away from, or what the things you're walking away from, the thoughts you no longer need. You know, you're releasing that need to be right, in a sense, and just trusting the truth. Trusting all will work out as it's supposed to. Oops, sorry, that was weird. Sorry. Okay, and then you have the World. That's what you step into. A new version, a new start, a rebirth. Eight of Wands. Speed, accuracy, direction, focus, strategy in the direction you want to go, my beauties. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Release, trust, and all will be well. All will work out as it's supposed to. But you need to give up the control, the restraints on yourself, integrity, and willingness. Yes, the willingness to release the need to control so that you can come back into your own integrity. Into your own integrity for you to find what it is that you are seeking, which is technically yourself. Trust in this transformation, my beautiful pal 3. I hope that was helpful and gave you some insight into what your higher self or spirit wanted you to know or be mindful of. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. This is Lotus. Ciao.